What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, owner of Swamp Rabbit Moving, and I got my co-host Ray Mack, owner of Mack of All Trades, and also a real estate agent with the Damian Hall Group. Today we got Suds on Stone. We got TJ and Donnie. How you fellas doing?
Excellent, man.
Doing good, man.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Well, we're super excited to have you. Donnie and TJ are very new business owners. How long have y'all been in business?
3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks maybe?
Roughly, yeah.
3 weeks. Awesome. So I'm super excited to get y'all on here and talk about like what was going on through your head being a new business owner. What made you choose car detailing?
Yeah, dude. I'll start.
Yeah, go for it.
So actually, it started by accident a little bit. So we bought a building, so I knew the guy who owned the building that we bought. He owned it since 1980. So this little small building on Stone Avenue, I was the only person in Greenville who knew that deal was being sold or he was selling it. I bought Adirondack chairs from him from like 3 years ago. He kept my number and he said, "Hey, you're in real estate. I'm looking to sell my building. Do you want to buy it?" I'm like, "Shoot, yeah, let's do it." So actually originally was going to be flipping the property. So originally going to be buying it, selling it for, making six figures on it. It was going to be a great deal, but I was like, you know what? I wonder if there's something else we can put in there. So I actually listed it, tried to wholesale it, had a lot of offers on it, but everybody kept on coming back with the same exact thing. So they would offer me, $120K more than what I bought it for. And I'd be like, well, what are you putting in there? Oh, detail shop. Everybody, dude, I had 3 offers on the table, all of them detail shop. There's a couple others, but the main thing was detail shop. I'm like, shoot, there's something to this, man. There's something to this. So I started looking up margins and just costs and all that stuff. Love detailing my own cars on the weekends and just cars in general. So that's actually how it came to be. Was that building was originally going to be just a real estate flip deal for me. Started researching it and like, holy cow, there's a business here. So
So being TJ has maybe never cleaned his car. He started kind of digging and pulling in some partners, right?
Yeah, so pulling in some partners.
Are we saying there's like QT pizza boxes in your car, or you
Everything.
just don't clean your car, or you have somebody else clean your car?
Chick-fil-A. So I needed a detail company that I owned so that somebody else could clean my car.
Smart. Free
Chick-fil-A.
details.
Like free details. Yeah,
It beats a 6-figure flip.
Exactly. Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Now it makes sense.
So yeah, that's actually like how it started. And then I met with a buddy of mine. So one of the partners on our team met with a buddy of mine at Home Team Barbecue. And literally right then we came up with the idea of Suds on Stone.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah,
that's
a great name
I love
too.
the name. Yeah.
Yep. So it's right on Stone Avenue. So then we started, hey, how do we get this place flipped, renovated? What do we do? And then the mobile kind of came up to light. Like, shoot, what if we did, this building is so small, what if we did a mobile version of it? So then that's when we started looping in more people, started talking to Donnie, like, dude, what about like if we did this, we had a location and we had mobile going out, and then what if we pulled a Chris Sweet and did like a fleet of all these mobile things and just change the game? Like, let's change the game. Let's go big. So that's kind of where Suds on Stone mobile kind of came into existence as well. As like,
And that's up first now. So
Yeah.
the mobile has been going,
Yep.
and now you're just getting Suds on Stone
Yep.
open and ready to go.
yep,
Yeah, so the brick and mortar is going to be, 2-3 months, maybe,
Q1
of renovations, and then grand opening Q1 of next year. So really, we're just so excited, and we're just pumped and ready to roll. So we're like, hey, let's not wait until the building's finished. Let's go ahead and start buying some
start making
vans
money now.
Yeah,
That's a great idea, though, because you're making revenue,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you actually, you're doing your own promotions as well for when you have a grand opening. So you're already bringing out that name. People already will know it.
Yep.
Then as soon
Right.
as you open it, now you've already got some people that can come and do that.
We want brand recognition before we actually have a brand.
So what are you doing on the location? Are you doing just like full details there? No actual small wash, just like regular details?
We're going to be doing a little bit of everything there.
Okay.
So it's definitely going to be a hand wash, more of a high quality hand wash. There's plenty of locations out there right now that are doing, the automatic drive-through, destroy your paint, that kind of thing. So definitely want to give a little bit more care to the vehicles and offer a little bit more premium experience. So I guess somewhere where you would go sit down for 45 minutes or so while your car gets fully cleaned and inside and out.
It's awesome. There's only like one or two of those in Greenville. One of them I think just closed after
Canopy.
25 years of business.
Canopy.
And we're right on
Papa
Stone
Bear's
Avenue.
Yeah, and you're right in the
Papa
middle
Bear.
of it all.
Yes.
But here's the crazy thing is Papa Bear came in. So Canopy, they've been in business for, I don't know.
Forever. I remember going there with my grandparents. Like,
Yeah.
getting their car washed.
So that's a hybrid. So they pull in, you do like the whole, that's why I can charge like $24 to do it, is you pull in, you do the automatic thing, which still destroys your car.
Yeah.
And then you come out and these guys are wiping with rags that dropped on the ground, doing all this stuff. So yeah, you
7
are
different chemicals on the one rag.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like you have no idea what's
They
going
just
on
destroyed
there.
my BMW. That's where I'm
Yeah.
very upset about.
Yeah.
So.
So you got that, but
Is that
they
why
just,
they're shutting down?
No, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, whatever
Did
they
you sue
used
them
on the
into
rag, it
oblivion?
like made everything like glue
Right.
on my dashboard.
yeah.
We'll fix it.
Good.
So yeah, they just sold out. So that experience right there just sold for $4 million.
Wow.
So we're creating an experience that's just like, dude, if you don't go to Suds on Stone, your car is getting messed up.
Just getting jacked.
You're paying for that.
And we want to bring. I think it's really important. Some people are familiar, especially if you've lived on the West Coast or kind of looked into this industry, at a national scale. The West Coast auto detailing game is fire. They take it so serious. Obviously, there's a lot of high-end cars out there.
Yeah.
But you can go, what we've done with our van, upfitting it with, everything on reels and integrated into the van, so you're not pulling out vacuum cleaners and totes and all this stuff.
Generators.
Like your normal chuck in a truck kind of
Super
set up.
professional.
Right. It's very professional. But, you can go on the West Coast, you can go and pick these setups up. You can go into a storefront and buy these things ready to go. Vans built out or trailers that are ready for mobile detailing. That's how popular it is.
Yeah.
They take it so serious. They're very passionate about it. And that's something we want to bring to the East Coast, to right here to Greenville. Is just a higher level of service and detail and quality in what we're doing.
Nice.
It
And
definitely goes missed out down in this area at least, because even coming from New York area, it's pretty popular there. You got a lot of vintage cars, a lot of older people that have nice like classic cars that want that $400 or $500 detail. And when I first moved south, you couldn't find that. You could find the $100 detail, maybe the $150 detail.
Or guys pulling a trailer with
Yeah, and he brings a
Hand-me-down
couple vac.
Ryobi
He's asking
tools.
you for your hose, and you're like, "What?"
yeah, exactly.
So did jumping into this, did any of your business partners, did they have like previous businesses? Like, are y'all like just fresh off the cut, like new businessman?
I like saying this because, like, when I'm out, so we are all the ownership group and the partners involved in this thing are from real estate, commercial real estate,
Andy.
right? Mortgage lending. TJ's a mortgage lender, and we've got a stay-at-home dad. So we've got a really cool mix of folks, but all guys that come from, an industry that is very, very client experience focused, very
Entrepreneur like too as well. Like all,
Sure.
you're all commission based.
But it's all sales too.
Yeah, it's
Sales,
all
marketing,
sales, yeah.
networking. It's so
Coming out of these last few years, you're like having to stay on top of competition is the way it was. So your communication's probably a lot better.
Yep.
And bringing that experience
Yep.
will probably be a totally different.
Yes.
We're freaking bulletproof, guys.
3 weeks in the game. Don't
3 weeks in the game. We're bulletproof, guys.
So were y'all like me? Did you like kind of like just jump into it, dive into it, or did y'all have a business plan, or what did that look like? Are y'all like tracking KPIs, or y'all forecasting revenue? Like,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
So the joke was, so Donnie mentioned that we had a stay-at-home dad kind of on our team.
Yeah.
One of our really good friends, Michael. So after that meeting that I had with Sam at Home Team, kind of starting Suds on Stone, I called Michael right after, and we knew that we wanted more partners, just because I wanted to bring in more friends to make them more money.
Yeah.
So I literally called him on my way home from Home Team, and 3 weeks later we purchased the building, had the LLCs run, website, creative company, like already hired, all that stuff. So we saw each other like over a drink of bourbon or something. He's like, dude, you realize, and he was looking through his phone, you realize you called me about this 3 weeks ago. and we already had a business plan in place. We already had like the building purchase. We already had all this stuff done. We're like, let's go. Let's do this. So right after that, I did projections. So I just kind of walked through. I think you actually sent me the website.
The life plan?
Yeah.
Yep.
Live plan. So we actually ran projections just on what it would look like with, the first 4 months of not doing anything, how much money we're going to be losing.
Yeah.
If we were to add a mobile first, which is why we did it.
Yeah.
If we were to add a mobile first, that would help kind of like bridge that gap. Ease the pain for Q1 when the renovation was done. And then, how many employees do we need? How much do they cost? And how much we should charge for this. So everything was metric based. And so we actually projected out about 3-4 years.
That's awesome.
So
that's super important.
It's pretty cool.
I wish I would have known more about that when I first started.
Absolutely.
I mean, I got a GED like when I started business. I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm a guy. I got a truck. Let's fucking go and make some
Let's
money.
go.
Yeah,
Let's
everybody,
go.
anybody I talk to
Now I'm more like, now that I can like actually like I know my financials and I can base decisions based off previous reports, KPIs and stuff like that. It just makes business a whole lot easier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's just like second nature. So like now, like rolling into next summer, we'll know like, hey, we turned down 30 jobs in June, so we need to add 4 more trucks for next June to continue to grow.
Or even more, just based on projections.
It just makes decisions a lot easier.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
Especially in the beginning. I think that's something I definitely failed at too. And I tell anybody that's looking to start a business now, I'm like, just do the math first. Really get the information too, the licensing, the insurance, all those things. Just get it done before you get a plan together, get some people together. Because if you're just jumping into it, it's fun. But then growth comes and hits you hard, and then you don't know how to react, and then you're just surviving, and you're spending more time spinning your wheels than you are growing.
Yep.
It's funny you say that because TJ and I have had this conversation a handful of times, and it's really like my personal growth. I'm one to definitely plan a lot, look at all the KPIs and look at all the numbers and just plan and talk about all the great ideas. TJ's a guy that's ready to like jump in immediately.
He's visionary. You're an integrator.
Let's go. Yeah,
that's how I'm visionary, and my wife's an integrator.
Yep.
So I think it takes definitely a balance. Coming from somebody like myself, I would say no, just jump in because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I definitely think it takes a.
Well, that's actually pretty great because these interviews have been cool because you always hear about partnerships in business and how they don't work, but actually over the experience that we've had on this podcast, the partnerships balance each other out and work better than they would if you were on your own.
It's just partnering on different levels. You don't want two visionaries together because then you're just gonna fucking shoot yourself to the moon.
Yeah,
you
it's got to be
able
that
to back it
balance.
up.
If you have 2 type A's on your team, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
I'll take that type A all day long, but I've got people who are backing up. Me on the things that I'm missing.
Yep.
Things to kind of say like, let's hold back a little bit. Let's not spend $100,000 right now. Like, let's hold on.
Yeah.
So where are you at now with labor? Are you just doing it yourselves? I mean, you guys are TJ, you're still in the real estate business. You're no longer in real estate at all, or?
Nope. So turned my license over to referral at Berkshire Hathaway, C-Dan Joyner. They've been great helping getting that done. Never saw myself really going that direction, 6 years in real estate, but this is just exciting. And, it's easy to be all in on. So, put that to the side. So I'm actually boots on the ground right now, washing, detailing, learning the business, interviewing, which has been really, really fun.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. We did just hire our first senior detail specialist.
Okay.
Tanner Barr, his family owns a chemical distributor and mixing company, and he's relocating here. They're also going to help with supplying our chemicals that we will eventually white label to be our chemicals. You can only get those from us and the blend from us. So we'll be selling those on our storefront. It's just kind of something in the future. But it's Tanner, our first detail specialist. He comes with a wealth of knowledge, 7 years in it. Very, very passionate. Can do all the wet sanding, paint correction, all the fancy stuff that we are not even really, fully into yet.
Yeah.
But excited about that. And then our next goal right now is to fill that passenger seat. So, we'll have a senior specialist and then a detailing tech per van. We think it's really, really important. I know, Chris, when we did your vehicle a few weeks ago.
Yep. 2 of them.
2 of them, yep. And I think you were really impressed.
Yep.
I think a lot of our reviews have come from the fact that we operate at 2 people in the van. It's a lot more overhead, but it ensures that we get the quality in the review and the referral.
And you don't have to go back.
We're
You don't have to go
people.
back.
We're
That's
people.
important.
We
Well,
make
once
mistakes.
you start rolling, and you have 5-6 details a day, it'll pay for itself.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
smart,
Right,
yeah.
right.
And then you just charge more. Premium service, premium price.
Yeah.
That's coming too.
That's
yeah.
what you get.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You get what you pay for.
So what's some tough spots, like you kind of mentioned it, hiring has been difficult, but you haven't had to do too much of that. So what are some other difficult areas that you guys have run into just getting off the ground?
I think just getting off the ground.
Yeah, in general.
We pretty much have
How are y'all driving leads right now?
social media.
Yeah.
Social media and then networking groups.
Are y'all doing like SEO and all that stuff?
We will be, yeah. So right now we're working with a creative company. They're finishing up our website, and then through our website will be the SEO or blog posting. So having 4 partners and then also a partner on the ground, it's just because we can just do so much more content than any of our competitors.
Yep.
While chucking a truck, or we always say chucking a truck, it's the guy who drives a truck with a trailer in the back that is only by himself, and he does 5 details a week when we're doing 5 details a day.
Maybe his name's Chuck.
Maybe his name's Chuck.
Shout out Chuck.
Shout out Chuck. Thanks, man.
Let's get him on
Get
here.
a van, brother.
Let's get him on here.
We have while these guys are out detailing, we have TikTok videos being posted. We have content being shot. Like we have inquiries being answered on Facebook Messenger when these guys can't compete with us. They just can't,
Yeah.
So I think you mentioned this biggest struggle is just we want to be 3 years in the future, and we can't be. We know we have to start from the baseline. Like I'm a visionary, I want to be the $4 million business in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to be a negative cash flowing business right now. We have to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the hardest part, I think.
That's the most important part of growth, though. Is
Yep.
as soon as you get it, put it back in.
Yep. That's it.
I think too, like it's been like, having each other like pump the brakes, like trying to keep each other like all of us really like on the path that we
Same track. Yeah.
yeah, on the path that we originally started out and decided, hey, this is what's going to be our best revenue growth. This is, where we need to focus our marketing dollars. Because every time we think about this stuff, I mean, we're only a couple months in. Every time we think about detailing or where we can, provide more service or another, avenue, it's like bang, 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 bang. Ideas just start going off. I mean, we just got insurance to be able to do executive airplanes, $30-40 million airplanes.
Nice.
News drop.
Let's go. You were talking about it the other night.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
$20 million jets. We got them.
We've got
Nice.
some good connections in the aviation world. That's a severely underserved market, believe it or not. So just like, but also saying, hey, look, we're not focusing on jets. Like we can do jets; they're super cool.
Yeah.
But really focusing on doing what we do best and being consistent in the service. And
That's huge. Is just having a good niche and sticking to it.
Yeah. But when we grow and have 20 vans,
Yeah,
that could
exactly.
be,
You
that
have
could be
to
2
say-
vans.
That's
Yeah.
one van's
The other
job,
eight-
Exactly.
yeah.
The other 18
It's a separate
are-
department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
The private jet division. That's
Private.
awesome.
Shit, I might apply for that position.
Suds in
Yeah.
the sky.
Suds in the sky.
well, and think about it.
Suds
it's
on
like,
hangers. I don't know.
Look, if somebody goes to your website and they start seeing, hey, obviously we're like the Chick-fil-A. We're consistent. We're good all the time. You know what you're going to get every time you come to us. But you go and look on the marketing of this company, and we're doing executive airplanes, we're doing Ferraris and Lamborghinis and all these things. If those people trust us, all of a sudden, to like you and I,
That's a game changer.
It just validates you.
It's
Yeah.
like, wow, only $225 for their top service.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that's pretty dang affordable, right?
Yeah.
It is affordable. I mean, that's
It's
a
kind of
really
like
good
a
price.
status thing too. It's like, man, these guys just washed a Ferrari. Now they're washing my GMC.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking
Right.
go.
Yeah.
I remember
absolutely.
the little car wash in my hometown. Like they were tiny little shack, but they had pictures of all the cars they did, and it was like all the crazy exotic cars.
yeah.
So everybody went there,
course.
and it was that place probably did a couple $1 million a year easily. Just a mom and pop little thing, but just because they had that status, and every day you rolled by, you saw a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, and it was like, man, I want to bring my Toyota there.
Yeah, right. And
for the same price,
And
you
the
know?
Toyotas and the GMCs, that's where the bulk of their money's at. It's
Yeah.
just, it means something that, not to say those people are any different. Everybody puts their pants on the same way, but when you invest $500,000, $1 million into an automobile, you're extremely passionate about it. It's a different level of respect that you have for that vehicle, and if those people trust us, then I think it again creates a lot of value for the GMC, the Honda, people like myself,
Absolutely.
everybody.
Those people are out there with a magnifying glass when you get done washing.
I mean, we've had a guy, tell us already, like, hey, you can wash my $500,000 car, but you got to have insurance to be able to cover the replacement of it. We need $500,000 of coverage. So those are things that we're doing now. Getting insured. I mean, that's our competition. Who out there? What chuck in a truck out there is insured to handle a $500,000 Ferrari or a $30 million airplane?
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know any.
So
exactly,
a lot of moving parts here in the first.
And that's
few
just
weeks.
things that they just can't do because they don't have the partners, they don't have the backing. We want to do this right.
And
It's
it's a mindset thing too.
Mindset, dude.
Yeah. So like if you feel like you're limited to what you can do, then you're going to be limited to what you do. But if you have no cap on your growth, then there's no limit to what you can do.
Right.
No cap.
No cap. I feel like we need Ray Schremmerd on here.
Yeah, in the corner.
Yeah.
Zoom over to him like intermission.
So let's talk about some goals. We talk about growth. We talk about having no cap on your goals. Map me out a 1-year plan, a 3-year plan, and a 5-year plan. Where's Suds on Stone going to be at in those years?
So in 1 year, 1 year I want, first off, I want Donnie to not be detailing.
Yep.
That's a huge goal of mine. Obviously, I wanted to get all my friends involved with this.
Yep.
And not gonna lie, it sucks detailing cars. I actually we did like an owner's day.
Yeah.
So whenever like so each owner gets one day that they detail with the guys just to see how terrible it is.
Yeah. I can only imagine. I hate
It's a
washing
lot of work,
cars.
man.
It's a lot of
I
work.
hate it.
I mean,
Especially waxing something.
I don't cut grass and I don't wash my car.
Bro, it's just hot out there.
it's just hot.
Yeah.
Now it's about to be cold out there.
I know, dude.
And when you're doing that high level, I mean, you got getting in every little nook and cranny, getting it out.
You're getting the weirdest positions.
Yeah.
I've been to the doctor like twice in the last 3 weeks. I got a shot in my butt.
We've got some great chiropractor
pulled my
hookups.
back, my shoulder. I had
We had
Patrick
Patrick
out
out.
to do the back.
I need him here for this chair that I'm sitting in.
I've been behind a desk for 6 years, dude. This is like killing me.
So that's so one of my 1 year goals is to definitely have Donnie out and doing operations rather than everyday detailing.
Yep.
But I think having the business up and running kind of smoothly. I'm going to say kind of smoothly because
It never gets completely
it's
smooth.
never going to be completely smooth. But having a core group of people. So that first year we're focusing on the core group of people. If we want to be 6 years in the business, 7 years in the business with people offering us, $10 million, like we have to have a business that can run itself and is run well. He mentioned we're the Chick-fil-A of car detailing, not because we're cheap. We're going to put out a really good product, and no matter who comes to your house to detail your car, it's going to be the exact same product. You know that if you pay $225, if he does it, Tanner does it, future employees do it, it's going to be the same.
Yes.
It's great. I think that's what Chris has really capitalized on too.
SOPs, baby.
No matter who. No matter who.
SOPs. You have to write it out in layman's terms. Like, I mean, I'm almost positive we have an SOP on how to open the door to the office.
Yep.
That's,
Have to.
I feel like you have to. Yeah.
talking about that so much. I mean, it's going to be on the back of our vans. There's no taking all the guesswork out. I mean, honestly, guys working those jobs and just me being down on the ground, like, $20, $25, $30 an hour even, is great money. But when you're working those jobs, you don't really want to. You either want to take the next job to take on more responsibility, or you want to, while you're there, you don't really want to have to think about all the intricacies of what you have to do that day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You just want to do it. You
Yeah.
just want to have the process. It needs to be automated.
Yeah.
People actually want that
Yep.
until they're ready for that more responsibility. And then it's like,
They want it
okay,
automated
turn this
until it's
off.
time to complain.
Now it's not automated.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then being able to hold them accountable. Once you hold them accountable once or twice, it's like a robot. They just get into the system and
Yep.
process. Yeah.
So the goal is, to have those efficiencies to where Donnie could be driving around to a job and he sees like, oh, he's taking out
control.
this tool. All right, he's on step 4.
Yeah.
Whatever. So that's a big first year goal. Is not even a dollar sign.
Any
It's
more trucks?
Yeah.
Vans?
Our goal is to, especially the first couple of years, is to add 1 per quarter.
Okay. That's a solid.
Wow, that's great.
It's fairly aggressive, but that's where the trajectory just absolutely skyrockets.
Yep.
But we've even gone down to where each van's going to look exactly the same.
Yeah.
So we were working with a local welder who's been welding out all of our back end stuff. He's making jigs. So every time we add a brand new van to the welder, fixes it, puts all the stuff in, and like it comes out of the welding shop already done,
Ready to go.
It looks exactly like van number 1.
Nice.
Van
Ox.
10 looks like Ox.
Ox Metalworks, Josh.
Yep. Shout out.
Got to get him on here.
Yep.
Ox. I used to be a welder.
Really?
Yeah, fun fact, specialized welder.
I weld like Ray Charles.
I can weld 2 aluminum cans together.
Bro, I'm stacking dimes all day.
You want to stack some dimes?
My welds look like bird shit.
In many
not gonna lie.
So have you
Just fill a hole.
Have you guys ever seen like bacon, like the side of like a bacon, like when you're cooking it and it sprays out? That's
Yes.
what my welds look like.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to turn the gas on, bro.
Oh, you do? No, I think the last time I welded was with like a Harbor Freight little
Oh,
welder.
yeah.
You
Oh,
plug
yeah.
into a 110.
Well,
That'll
there's
make- that'll
your
make it
first
look-
problem, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like squint my eyes when it welds. Like,
It's all in the equipment.
Next
need
thing
to
you know, he
look.
wakes up, he has to put red potatoes on his eyes.
yeah.
Oh,
He
man.
got flash burn.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, anyways, that's year 1 is not even really dollar amounts. It's just we want our core group of employees to just be set in a grind, you know what I mean?
Year 1's just laying the map down.
Laying the map down. Year 3 definitely have some dollar signs in front of us.
Yeah.
So just based on projections, we really want to be definitely obviously over the $1 million mark, but I think we're gonna be pushing about $3 million in the next 3 years. So 3 million by 3.
Do you know how many trucks you have to be at 3 million?
About 15.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
doing how many details? Like monthly.
So each truck can do about maximum 4 details a day. So 4 details a day.
Full blown.
Maybe 5.
5 if you're pushing it. If you got like a silver, if you got like a bronze package.
Yeah, I was gonna say packages
kinda
would determine.
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Package, but we're working off averages here. So average of like 180 per 4 times a day,
Yeah.
and 20 days a month.
Yeah.
Instead of 30. Obviously, we can't work every single day.
Yeah.
Eventually, we would be able to do weekends and stuff like that. But I'm just going off of 20, so that puts us around hopefully about $3 million.
Nice.
Also, that does include the physical location that we have as well. So that's also part of that business plan.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then after that, so I would say by between year 2, 3, somewhere around there, that's when we're going to be opening up. Like we want to have a garage to where we do those $3,000 details.
The studio.
Studio.
So what does a $3,000 detail look
Oh,
like? Is
man.
that the
It's like a
$500,000
brand new car.
cars or
Yeah.
what?
Well, I mean,
It's just brand new car.
a lot of
Brand new.
cars like that are gonna obviously they're gonna want those services.
$3,000. I
But
mean, I
but
gotta know
look,
what this detail
when
looks
when
like.
you buy a brand new car off the
Yes.
lot, Tanner, I'm not quite there yet, but Tanner, our specialist, he can bring in some special lighting, and show you where all the imperfections from the factory that are in that paint. They're in the clear coat. They're in the base buff. A lot of imperfections you'll find on a brand new vehicle.
Yeah.
He's actually taken brand new Porsches. And wet sanded them, so that's going to be your $3,000 type of deal.
Yeah.
Brand new Porsche GTS comes in. He wet sands the entire thing. Looks like you totally destroyed the car, and then builds that layer of clear coat and protect
Ceramic
it,
and
seal it
stuff, yeah.
back up onto the car, and then coat it with a ceramic. So it's really about paint protection. I mean, we could get into this, like there's aerospace fallout that's fallen into your paint. I mean, depending on how intense you want to talk about it, there's a science behind it, and keeping that paint clear of debris and contaminants is what it all comes down to.
Yeah.
Nice. Learn something new every day.
So yeah, that's Suds Studio.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Sud Studio.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to be doing
Studio on Stone.
Studio on Stone. No, I have no idea where that's
Ken's
It's,
new
it's,
business.